Hello students, welcome to today's class of English. Once again, I would like to ask you all whether you are keeping well or not, whether you are taking care of your parents and elders, your grandparents. Dear students, since we are crossing through our bad time, we all have to keep positivity inside us, because the more negative we think, the more negativity will be there in our mind and it will harm our health. Winston Churchill has once said that the positive thinker sees the invisible, feels the intangible, and achieves the impossible. So with this beautiful quote of Mr. Churchill, I wish you a very warm morning. Today we will go through the first chapter of grammar of your new book, Grammar Right, that is sentences. As you can see, the definition given on the board, a sentence is a group of words which are arranged in a proper way to give a complete sense. Like Sudha is a good cook, why are you so sad? There are various kinds of sentence. So we will go through them one by one. There are 4 kinds of a sentence, that is assertive or declarative sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, and exclamatory sentence. We are aware of all these kinds of sentences because in your previous class also you have gone through this chapter. And a sentence is a topic you are dealing with dealing since your junior classes. As I told that a sentence is a group or combination of words making complete sense. This definition is given in your book. In a sentence, the group of words should be arranged in a proper order. If the words are not properly arranged, these are called jumbled words. You should know this particular word, that when all the group of words are not called sentence, they should give a complete sense, then only we can call the group of words as sentence. A sentence begins with a capital letter. We all know these rules about a sentence. It begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop, or a question mark, or an exclamatory mark. So it is not always necessary that a sentence will end with a full stop only. There are some more examples of a sentence. Is Rohit is an intelligent boy. Where are you going? Hurrah, we won the match. Or come here, go there. One by one we will go through the kinds, like we will know each kind of a sentence. First is assertive. The assertive sentences are also known as declarative sentences. So an assertive sentence simply makes a statement or expresses an opinion. For example, Mohini says, I want to be a dancer, or my friend is a good athlete. These are the sentences which shows opinion or declaration of something. Second one is interrogative sentences. And interrogative, as the name suggests, interrogative means question type. An interrogative sentence asks a question. These sentences begin with who, what, where, do, will, etc. Whatever the question types, like by which words the questions begin. If you know the modal verbs, it will be easier for you to know all those things. That a question is not only beginning with WH words. There are some other words also, modal verbs, by which a question begins. We will know about these things later on in some other topics. For example, example of an interrogative sentence: when are you coming to meet me? It is mandatory to put a question mark at the end of an interrogative sentence. Does she know the answer of this question? Question mark. You have to be careful enough to use the verbs, use the words and verbs in a sentence, because you have to take care that the grammar grammatical words should be used in a proper way. Like if we use does, then we will not write knows after that. Does she knows the answer of this question? Sometimes this kind of mistakes you do in exams. So if you are using did, then you will not write knew. If you are using do, did, does, then the verb will be in the base form. Third kind of sentence is imperative sentences. An imperative sentence, whenever this word comes, just keep it in mind that we are talking about a command, request, or order. Such kind of words will be used here. Please help me lift the box. This is a request. Go and bring me a glass of water. This is a command or an order. Fourth kind of sentence is exclamatory sentences. An exclamatory sentence expresses great emotion, such as excitement, surprise, happiness, anger, and many more, and ends with an exclamation mark. See, sometimes you people forget to put a full stop after a sentence. This is a must, to put a full stop after a sentence, otherwise the sentence will lose its existence. If it is a declarative sentence, but if it is an interrogative sentence, question mark is necessary, and for exclamatory sentences, exclamation marks is necessary. These are very, very important while writing something. For example, regarding exclamatory sentences, what a beautiful flower this is. Like generally we say this is a beautiful flower, this is a very beautiful flower. That will be in the case of declarative sentence. But when we talk about exclamatory sentence, we have to say it or write it like that, what a beautiful flower it is. Sometimes at home you may practice, you may take a declarative sentence and you can write write it in a different forms, like in various kinds of a sentence, in the form of various kinds of a sentence. Alas, my dog is no more. Alas is used for sorrow, sadness. So after alas, here the exclamation marks is used, but sometimes exclamatory marks is used at the end also. This is the explanation of the chapter, the first chapter, sentences. It's a short explanation because sentences are not a new topic for you, and it's the basic topic before doing other topics of grammar. So these are the 4 basic kinds of a sentence, but sentences may be some different form, maybe in some different forms also. That we will know later on when we will do some other chapters. It will come in that context. So today I will send you the I think you might have done the exercises, but I will send you the exercises, answers of the exercises in the PDF form. So kindly tally your answers with the help of the PDFs, and please write the answers in your book, and if possible write in copy also. Then you'll have practice also, because you are forgetting the writing part, you are losing the habit of writing. So it is good if you'll write in copy also and in book also, because in book, whenever you are writing in the book, you are writing only the answers, and that too in short. So it is my suggestion to you that write in book and in copy also, then twice the practice will be there, and you will know the topic in a better way. So dear students, this is enough for today. Going to wind up. Take care of yourself. Have a nice day. Thank you.